Hi, I'm Kathy Sanders, and
I'm Destry Gideon,
we are with Coldwell Banker Apex Realtors.
and we have been for 20 years.
20 years together.
Who you work with matters.
Indeed, it does.
I just want to say thank you so much for everyone that has put their trust in us, that believed in us, our friends, our family, but most important, our clients that have really turned into friends and family.
Absolutely. And the repeat business that we've had with our friends and our family and
With
the
our
referrals
clients
that we've gotten from so many of you, and we just really appreciate you. And we're
Loyalty is wonderful.
celebrating 20 years of wonderful
Because
friends
of
and
y'all.
family and clients. Yes,
Thank you, thank you.
thank you. I was just going to say, to me, the most important thing in real estate is relationships and communication. And
Communication's key. Perception's reality.
correct. And having that relationship with your buyers and sellers, and the confidence that they have in you to take care of them, because buying a house, selling a house, it's a huge financial
It's an investment.
investment.
I mean, that's most Americans, that's their retirement.
It is.
And it's what they leave to their family, their kids, their grandkids.
You have to take care of your people.
And honesty. Honesty is the best. And they had to go to each office and pick up keys. Now we have lock boxes. Because there's an app for that. My sweet little lady that she wasn't happy in her home that she was living in, independent living. And I stopped and got her toilet paper and took her home and never saw her again. Bless her heart, she stayed where she was. I didn't have my funny moments are with everybody, really, together, not necessarily.
Well, I remember I was out showing houses, and you schedule your appointments ahead of time, and I always ring the doorbell to make sure, before I go in. And I had done that. It's probably the third or fourth house we were looking at, and we were going through the house, and then we get on the second story, and there's 3 bedrooms up there. And when we got into the third bedroom, there was someone sleeping in the bed. And I stopped. They didn't even wake up. I just said, let's go. We backed out, shut the door, and left. But yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
That is funny. I was thinking, oh, mine's I fell. And I'd met the insurance guy over, and he was in his truck, standing up, talking to the buyer, and said, oh my gosh, Miss Gideon just fell. All fours. My feet just stopped, and I just went down in the yard. And it was kind of rainy, drizzly. And he said, oh my gosh, Miss Gideon just fell. She starts laughing on the other end, and it's like, is she okay? And you know what's funny?
What?
20 years later, her sister-in-law, mother's home that I have listed, I went for the listing interview and fell right on the sidewalk with her. Now, what are the odds of that? That's funny.
It's pretty slim.
Now, that's funny.
That is funny.
I said, don't tell him. Don't tell him. My phone went, pew. My bracelet flew off.
Oh, there's a time when I was showing a house, and on the private instructions it said, do not let the cat out. And so when I get there showing the house, there was more than one cat. And I was really nervous about that, but I thought, okay, well, I'm not going to let
Any of them
out. And the next thing I know, that cat went out. I had to go over like 3 fences, brought that cat back. and that cat didn't belong to him. That cat apparently visits and goes
Somehow
in and
gets
eats
stuck.
the cat. It was in there, and the owners didn't know, and so when it got out, but I brought it back.
Do you know, that reminds me of when we were on tour at one of the listings, and that dog ran out the front door, and every one of us agents took off down the street chasing that dog.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped in his truck, ran. It was all the way already over. But again, who you work with matters. We got that dog back.
The things that we do.
I forgot about that till you mentioned that.
And we went into one of the houses, and we all came out and ended up with fleas, and everybody.
Yes.
It was terrible.
Yes.
In fact,
Poor Mr. Pat.
yeah. And Drew, she had them all over her hose, pantyhose.
Oh, and her. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was bad.
That was bad.
We have learned that some people's level of clean is not the same as others.
This is true.
And what's acceptable.
Yes.
Yeah.
As well as the relationships that we have with other companies, other agents. I mean, they're like family too. You know, we're all
Yes.
together.
Well, we're all trying to,
Bring buyers and sellers together.
and make all of their goals.
Achievable.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
again, who you work with matters.
that's exactly right.
So here's
Cheers to 20 years. Destry, Gideon.
Kathy Sanders.
And we're both with Coldwell
Coldwell
Banker
Banker.
Apex Realtors.